Andrew.
Okay, so material stand for the topic, and the topic introduces the main points of the argument. It must be clear, concise, and focus on the motion.
Good. So introduces the topic you will discuss. Very good, Andrew. Thank you. Who can tell me what the first E stands for? John, what does the first E stand for?
The first E stands for explain.
Very good. And what do we need to do with our explanation sentence?
Explain what you mean in a greater detail and give it more specific focus up.
Very
You
good.
can use some of those factual statements and supporting details that you can't use in your topic sentence.
Very good. So the explanation, we expand our argument and focus on the point we want to make. Very good, John. Thank you. Okay, who can tell me? Kevin, you're next in line. What does the second E stand for?
The second E stands for the evidence.
Very good. Evidence. And what do we want to talk about when we give our evidence?
We give our reasons.
So we give our reasons. And what else? What is evidence?
Reasons and
Paragraph structure thôi.
So what does the evidence need to do for our argument?
It supports the argument.
Very good. The evidence needs to support.
And it also strengthens the persuasiveness of the paragraph.
Very good. Now, can anybody give me an example of some evidence we could use? What is something that we could use for evidence?
Meaning.
Pardon?
We can use relevant facts, examples, or statistics.
So facts, examples, statistics.
Động vào đấy làm gì Lâm nhỉ?
Very good. And finally, can I get somebody else to tell me what the L stands for? Rio Hai Nam.
Yes.
What does the L stand for in teal?
Linking sentence.
Very good. And Stella, what does the linking sentence need to do?
The linking sentence need to tell about the topic.
Very good. It connects the paragraph back to the topic. Fantastic work, guys. So now we know the we've gone over the parts of the paragraph. Let's get to work. Just gonna save that. So I'm going to find us a debate topic. Okay. So let me check my list here. Example debate topics. Okay, so the argument, the debate topic that we are going to discuss is should children have a say in family decisions? So I'm going to write that in the chat box. And first of all, we are going to come up with an argument for the proposition. So we're all going to write on the same issue. So what is a possible argument that agrees with the topic? Who has an idea? Kevin.
So my idea is children needs their freedom.
So children need their freedom. So how does that idea relate to our topic?
That relates to the topic because children have everyone needs their freedom. Children, why does children have to always do the family decision?
Okay, so children need the freedom to help decide, to help make decisions with the rest of the family. Okay, now that is a good argument. That is a good argument to make. So that is going to be the first paragraph that we write today. Children need the freedom to help make decisions with the rest of the family. Okay, so let's get thinking. Everybody grab either a pen and a piece of paper or open a Word document on your computer, just something that you can write in. Very good, Andrew. That's a good argument too. So, are we all ready to write our start writing our paragraph? Let's get started then. So the first thing we want to do at the top of our paragraph, and this is just to help us plan, is we want to write the topic. So everybody write the topic that we've put in the chat box. Should children have a say in family decisions? So the reason that we want to write the topic and our argument at the top of our paragraph while we're writing these ideas is so that we can always see the topic and we can always see our the argument that we're making. So we've always got it fresh on our mind and we can always look back at it in case we need to be reminded. So under the topic, we'll write proposition argument. And let's all check that argument again. So children need the freedom to help make decisions with the rest of the family. Okay, so we first of all, actually, we're all going to write our own paragraphs. So I'm going to be here to help you out. So if you have any questions about what we are writing, please make sure you ask me because I'm here to help. And I'm not a mind reader, so I can't ask you to ask me the questions because I don't know if you have any questions. So first of all, we need a nice strong topic sentence. So once you've written your topic sentence, I want you to raise your hand. So once you've written your topic sentence, raise your hand like that for me, please. Okay, good. Andrew's done. Good. Kevin's done as well. Good job, Stella. All right, guys. So just remember, as soon as you have written your topic sentence, raise your hand. If you need some help, guys, don't be afraid to ask. I'm right here and I'm happy to help. Rio Hainam, how are you going?
Yes,
Have you written your topic sentence?
I am thinking.
Okay. How about you, George? How are you going?
Lucky.
Have you written your topic sentence yet?
Mm, 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 mm.
Okay, well, you keep thinking. Make sure you put your hand up when you have written it. John, how about you? How are you doing? Good
I'm
job,
not.
Amy.
I'm good. Quite not finished yet.
No worries. Remember, our topic sentence only needs to introduce the argument that we're about to make.
Yes. Okay.
Katie, how are you doing? Does anybody need some help with their topic sentence? Because we all want to move on as a class together through this. So if you're struggling, you need to ask me for help. Tom, how about you? How are you doing? Keep your hands up, guys. This is how I know who's finished their topic sentence. Okay, so we're going to start reading our topic sentences out. So Andrew, can you please read your topic sentence out for the class?
Okay. I think children surely must have a say in family decisions.
Very good. Kevin, can you please read your topic sentence out?
I think that children should have a say in family decisions.
Very good. Stella, you had your hand up before. Have you finished your
Yes.
topic sentence? Can you read it out for the class, please?
Should children have at least one pet?
That's not the topic that we're writing our paragraph about. We're writing about children need the freedom to make decisions with the rest of the family. And Amy, have you written your topic sentence? Because I saw your hand up was up before.
know that. I'm with the reason with Stella.
Ah, okay. So I'm going to read my topic sentence out now. And my topic sentence is, it is my opinion that children need to be given the freedom to help the family make important decisions. So it's short, it's very clear, and everybody should be able to understand it. So Andrew and Kevin presented some very good topic sentences. How's everybody else going? Because we want to do this together as a class. We all want to learn this together. So I'm going to give everybody 4 more minutes to write their topic sentence. Then we are going to move on to our explanation. So let's get moving, guys. We don't want to spend the whole lesson on our topic sentence. We've got 3 more parts to write. Andrew, did you have a question or something you'd like to say?
No? Why did you
Ah.
ask me?
I just noticed that your hand was up, but it must have still been up. Okay. Okay, guys, so we will be reading our paragraphs out at the end of class. So let's make sure that we're getting the work done. Hello, Luna. Welcome.
Hi.
Okay, so hello. I'm going to send you a message about what we're working on today. Okay, so that is time for the topic sentence. We're going to move on to the explanation next. Yes, Amy.
I just finished my topic sentence.
Very good. Can you read it out for the class, please?
Is that does children in family need to be nice?
Do children and family need to be nice? So you've posed that as a question, but our topic sentence needs to what is going on in George's background? Okay, so we need to make sure that our topic sentence is said as a statement. So it needs to introduce our argument. Kevin, yes.
I finished the evidence.
You've already finished your evidence. Wow. All right, so good job. We'll get to that shortly. So next, we need to write our explanation. So let's write our explanation, and this is where we give the reasons why we are giving this argument. So let's have a look at our topic sentence and let's expand on it further. So I'm going to give you guys, let's go 5 minutes. We've got 5 minutes to write our explanation. We're looking for anywhere between 1 and 3 sentences for this. So as soon as we have written our explanations, put your hand up. Yes, Katie.
I want to, can I share screen? I want to ask you if my topic are okay. So I will write the opposite, the,
Yeah, sure. Share your screen. Let's have a look. Good. That's a good topic sentence. Very good. So if you now write your explanation and expand on, and if you expand on that idea, and I want you to try to take this into one specific area. So what is one reason that the children's decision is important? Okay, Andrew,
Yeah.
you've got your hand up. Have you finished your explanation?
Yes.
Terrific. Can you read it for the class, please?
There's one word I can't read. Can I share my screen and can you help me pronounce it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't share.
Katie, are you still sharing your screen? Katie?
I think Katie is lagging.
I think so. Yep, I think Katie's definitely lagging. Okay, so we'll just have to wait for Katie to get back on track with us. So Andrew, as soon as we get that sorted out, we'll come back and share your screen and I'll have a look at what you've written. Kevin, you've got your hand up. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and I am finished with my explanation. Now I am doing my evidence.
Very good. Oh, Here we go. To answer Stella's question, how many pieces of evidence should we use? Just for now, one should be fine. So we'll be looking, we'll talk about the evidence in just a moment. Okay, so Andrew stopped sharing his screen. But from what I did manage to see, that looked pretty good. Are you having a problem with your screen sharing, Andrew? It keeps popping up for a moment and then it just disappears.
Wait a minute. Maybe I need to share my picture.
Anyway, we'll come back to this at the end of the lesson and I'll give you all feedback on what you've written. So the next part of the paragraph, we are going to be we're going to be writing our evidence. All right, let's have a look here. Very good, Andrew. Very good.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Okay, everybody. Now it's time to do our evidence. So, based on our arguments, what do you think we might need to look for when finding evidence? So what do you think we might need to look for when we're finding our evidence? Anybody? I see a couple of hands up, so I'll ask Kevin. What do you think we might need to look for?
What? Can you say that again?
Certainly. What sort of evidence do you think we should be looking for to help with our argument?
Don't despise children. Children are people and they can grow up like adults. And so they can make the decisions. That's one of my arguments.
Very good. But the question we're asking is, what sort of evidence should we be looking for?
Most of evidence.
Yep, we need to find some evidence to support our ideas.
We give reasons. Reasons? I don't know.
No, that's good. So we need to look for reasons that support our arguments. And I'll show you what I did to try and find some evidence that supports my opinion. So I Google searched. I just did a Google search for the topic. Should children have a say in family decisions?
I also did that.
Very good. And what sort of evidence have you found? What sorts of evidence have you found in doing that search?
One of the evidence that I found is when children give their decisions, it will build their confidence. Yeah.
Very good. So I want everybody now to go to Google or whichever search engine that you like to use. And I want you to type the topic of the debate into the search bar. So we're going to explore some evidence now. And it looks like this class is going to run a bit longer than it's expected to, because I want us to finish this before we get out of class today. So George, why is your face melting? You should be doing research. Hands on the keyboard, please. John, your hand's up. Is there something you'd like to ask or something you'd like to say?
No.
No worries. Okay, so once we've made this Google search, guys, I want you to have a look at some of the results that you've got, and I want you to click on one of them. And I want you to find some information from one of these sources that agrees with the argument. So for example, I clicked the first one, involving children in decision making, and I got this little booklet. It's called Involving Children in Decision Making. So this little booklet was released by the Commissioner for Children in Tasmania, which is a different state in Australia. So this is a government resource that I'm going to have a look at. So I can go through this and I can see all of the different arguments that they're trying to make. And so I'm going to explore this booklet and look for some evidence that supports my opinion. So I want you guys to do the same, but you can pick the resource that you want to use. And let's find some information that supports our argument. So I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to find some evidence, and then we're going to go back and we're going to write about the evidence into our paragraph. So I'll see you guys in 5 minutes, and we're going to write our evidence into our paragraph. So get researching and find your information. And if you have any questions, remember, please ask me. I'm here to help.
I'm done.
Teacher, I had give you in the chat.
I saw that, Katie. I just replied to it now. And
I
can you
find it.
stop sharing your screen, please? Okay, how are we all doing, guys? Are we finding our evidence?
I've done the linking sentence.
You already finished with the linking sentence. Good job, Andrew.
All of that.
Okay, so if you have finished your paragraph all together, just raise your hand. I will invite you to present the paragraph to the class. And as soon as you have finished the paragraph, then you're finished in the class for the day. I'll just give you some homework and you're finished. You can go. So let's have a look. Andrew, can you read your
Okay.
paragraph for the class, please?
Okay, so In my opinion, children surely must have a freedom to have a say in family decision. First, it gives them an opportunity to have a say about issues and decisions that affect them. Learn new skills, have fun, and develop a closer connection to the community. When a family are deciding something that affects on children, like raise or lower their allowance, or to decide which subjects should children learn this summer, children's voice in these situations are important because it helps parents understand what children wants them to do and decide. When children always have a say in family decisions, it can help them develop the skill of thinking before they say. It also helps children to be confident when they talk in front of a large community. Next, it can help involving children in decision making. Next, making can help them feel valued and respected and can foster a sense of ownership and responsibility to the family actions. Children can stop the family's bad decision in a simple saying, like if someone in the family says that he or she would buy pizzas with pepperoni and basils, and then the other members say that they don't like that, and now it is time for children to have a say. Children can say that the family should vote, and in addition, it can foster a closer connection as a family and community. After the family vote for the pizza that everyone likes, and everyone buy the pizza and eat, and that can build up the connection of family. Therefore, children's voice and families' decisions are really important.
Andrew, that was terrific. Really well written, really well spoken. I'll put the homework in the Zalo group after class, but Andrew, you're excused. Fantastic work. Okay, so that is Andrew. Kevin, you finished your paragraph, have you?
Yeah, I'm finished. Okay.
Terrific. Read it out for us, please.
I think that children should have a say in family decisions. I think that children should have a say in family decisions because children need their freedom to choose what they want to do. Many people said that if children make decisions, it will build their confidence. If they make their decisions and when they grow up, they have their confidence and they give decisions to their business. Also, do not despise children. Children are people like us. They're living things and they can grow up to be an adult like their parents. I hope many parents that are reading this and they did not let children to make their decisions can know what children feel when their parents did not let them make decisions to help their parents. Teacher, your microphone is off.
Sorry about that. Very well done, Kevin. That was well written and well spoken. I didn't hear you quote the evidence that you used. So just whenever you use evidence, make sure that you do mention who said or who wrote the evidence that you're using. But other than that, well done. As soon as you are ready, you are free to go. John.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're finished your paragraph?
Can we?
Yes, I do.
Have you finished your paragraph, John?
Yes.
Terrific. Read it out for the class, please.
I'm opening the document. Can you wait me for a bit?
Pardon?
I'm waiting for I'm opening the document. Can you wait me a little bit?
No worries. I'll get somebody else to read theirs. I'll come back to you.
Sure. Can I leave now?
Yeah, so far, Andrew and Kevin, you guys are free to leave. You've read your paragraphs, you're done for the day. And I'll post the homework in the Zalo group.
See ya.
See you guys. Katie, you're next in line. Can you read your paragraph, please?
Yes. My paragraph is children must have a voice in their family in making discussions or giving opinions. Yes, children are not always eligible to have a say because for limited experts, but believe their worth is still there.
Good. So
I'm finished, teacher.
give me
I'm
just
happy.
2 moments, John. I just want to give Katie some feedback and then you're up. So
Okay.
that was a very nice paragraph, Katie. I just don't think I heard you quote your evidence. So just remember to give credit to the people that wrote your evidence, and remember your linking sentence. So tie that wonderful paragraph back to the issue that we're discussing. But otherwise, very good, Katie, very good. So if you would like to, you're free to leave, you're done. And Andrew, if you'd like to stay and watch everybody present theirs, feel free. You don't
Thank
have
you.
to leave,
Goodbye, teacher.
you're just allowed to. Bye, Katie.
Can I
Okay.
read my paragraph now?
You can, John. You can.
Okay. I think that children have enough right and freedom to have a say in family decision because children is still part of the family and everyone have the right to have a say in family decisions. Maybe the children's decision could be good and could help the family. And it could help the parent understand the child more. And it could help the family to become happier. Children are not always able to have a say because of limited experience, but belief in the world is still there. In families nowadays, only the parents could make decisions and the children don't have a chance to have a part of speech. But the thing that the children say might be good and could help the family. Maybe that decision could maybe that decision could be good and help the family. Wrong decision could cause conflicts between parents and children. So it is better to involve the kids for as long as they could make sound decisions. I'm done.
Very good, John. So again, just make sure you quote any evidence that you use, but otherwise a very well written paragraph. Well done. If you want to, you are free to leave.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Next up, Stella.
So my topic is children should have the permission to say in family decisions. Children should have a permission to say in family decisions because number one, they can make children happier and know how to be kind to each other. When they help, they can know how to be kind, and they can also be happy to help their family. Second, children can have the okay.
Have you written your paragraph down?
Yes.
Then just find the spot that you're up to and just keep reading. You're doing very well so far.
Children can also, when they get permission of standing up and talking, they can have more confidence. And when they have to stand on a big stage with a lot of people, they can be confident to say so because they can think of their family, because some family are big, like the audience. So they can think of the audience as their family and talk to them.
Very well done. My feedback for your paragraph is, again, just make sure you quote any evidence that you use. And remember, your linking sentence at the end needs to bring your paragraph back to the argument that we're debating. But very well done, Stella. Good job. If you would like to, you are free to leave. George, are you ready to present your paragraph to the class?
Okay, can I share my screen?
Yeah, if you're ready to present, you can speak to the class now.
But I can share my screen. Hello?
Okay, so I see the research that you have been doing. Do you have your paragraph ready? Have you typed your paragraph up?
I don't know what you mean.
So have you written anything down to speak? Or have you
No.
just done your research?
I just started my research.
Okay, so I'll go over all of this with you after we hear a few more paragraphs, and I'll help you with each step of the way. So I'll give you some time to help you out. Is anybody else ready to present their paragraph?
Can I free now?
Okay, so let's go through this. Let's go through this
Can I free
process.
now, teacher? Can I free
Pardon?
now, teacher?
You know,
What?
okay, so let's go through the process of writing a paragraph and doing our research for it. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to write my paragraph from the beginning, and I'll talk you through it step by step. And I want everybody to do it with me. I want us all to do this together. So our first step is to write our topic. So everybody follow along. Let's do this together, because this is a very important skill. So I need to make sure you all understand this very well. So our topic of debate is, should children have a say in family decisions? So that's the first thing we need to write down. So we can always look back at it and we can always remember what is the topic that we are debating about. Now, the next thing that we need to do, by the way, I haven't heard a single word out of Tom today. Are you there? Yeah, I see he's unmuted, he's there. So our next step is to write down what side of the debate that we're on. So in this case, we were the proposition. And the specific argument that we were making, because remember, when we have a topic, we can think of lots of different reasons why, so we can think of lots of different reasons for each side of the debate. So that's why we need to be specific when we write our paragraph. So in this case, it is, children need the freedom to help make decisions with their family. So now we have the topic that we're debating about, and we also have which team we're on. So that helps us to know what kind of arguments we want to be making. And we also have our specific argument that we're making. Did George just leave the class? Yeah. All right, so now we have our argument. We can start formulating our paragraph. So the first thing that we need to do is introduce our argument with the topic sentence. So this is the first thing that we need to do. And remember, our topic sentence needs to not only introduce the topic of the debate, but it also needs to introduce our point of view on the topic of the debate. So for me personally, I would write something like, I think that children you weren't there on Tuesday. Well, that's okay, because we're focusing on this paragraph now. So just follow along. So I think that children should have the freedom to help their families with important decisions. So it's a short sentence and it lets the reader or the listener know exactly what my point of view is. I think that children should have the freedom to help their families with important decisions. So we don't need to try and come up with a big fancy sentence that uses lots of different words, because this sentence has met every point that it needs to make. It lets them know that it's my opinion. It mentions the issue, or it mentions the argument, and it's a short sentence that's easy to understand. So does that make sense to everybody? Good. So Andrew's also written his topic sentence in the chat, and that's a good one too, because it's very affirmative to the issue. Children surely must have the freedom. Very good, Andrew. So, Luna, yes, do you have a question?
Well, no, but I finished my whole paragraph.
You think you finished?
Yeah.
Ah, terrific. Would you like to present it for the class then, please?
Yeah. Involving children in the family decisions is something they need. That ensures everyone is happy. Another reason can be providing a good way of practicing good decision making. As an adult, your parents might be glad that they did involve you, especially when you sit to forward the night. Now you are a parent and have a bored daughter. You thought she could do with decision making. She spent quite a while thinking about them, so and stop complaining. Now that's a smart move. That happened to me, and it was quite pleasant for my parents. Every parent should do this.
Teacher, you mute.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry about that. I always forget whether I'm muted or not. But no, so as I was saying to myself, that was a very well written paragraph, Luna. The one thing I would say is try to make your linking sentence have more to do with the topic that you're arguing. So rather than just saying like, I think all parents should do it, you'd want to make sure that you say something like, and that's why I think parents should give children the freedom to help with family decisions. But other than that, that was a very good paragraph. Well done.
Thanks. Now
You're welcome.
I'll go and have lunch. I'm ravenous.
No worries. Enjoy your lunch, Luna. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. So guys, now that we have done our topic sentence, we are up to writing our I need to spell it properly. Explanation. So remember, our explanation is expanding on our topic sentence. So our explanation expands or just makes the point a little bit bigger. So my reasons or my thoughts on this topic are, I think that if children are given the opportunity rather, if children are given the freedom to express themselves and offer their opinions on family decisions, even if their decisions are not taken, they can still, well, I need to put a bit more thought into this. So I think that if children are given the freedom to express themselves and offer their opinions on family decisions, even if their decisions are not acted upon, they will still learn to communicate their ideas to a group of people, and their confidence will only grow. So, my first explanation sentence is, I think that if children are given the freedom to express themselves and offer their opinions on family decisions, even if their decisions are not acted upon, they will still learn to communicate their ideas to a group of people, and their confidence will only grow. So in this first topic center, or this first explanation sentence, what I've done is I have given a reason why it's important that they are given the opportunity to do so. And then I've added in here, even if the family doesn't agree with the decision, I've still put a positive, I've still put a positive outcome. So they will still learn to communicate their ideas to a group of people. And then I've put a consequence of that. Their opinion, their confidence can only grow. So by putting this as my first explanation sentence, I'm already setting up my good argument here, an argument for allowing children to help with family decisions. Now, I'm going to expand on that a little bit further, and I'm going to now give the reason why it's best for the children to help with family decisions. So this is where we start to get a little bit more specific. Does that make sense to everybody? Amy,
Yes.
did you have, awesome. Amy, did you have something that you wanted to say or ask?
Can I just go to eat lunch? I can't study anymore.
Okay, but you need to promise me that after lunch or sometime before the next class, you're going to come back and watch the rest of this to pick up on the tips that I'm giving you.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Enjoy your lunch, Amy. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. So the next thing that I'm going to do is make an argument for why it's important that children get to help with family decisions. So I'm going to say something like, children learn to feel safe with their parents. So by becoming a part of family decisions, children can learn to express their opinions in a safe environment where they can learn or grow the confidence to later express their ideas in public. So as you see here, each part of my explanation builds on the part that came before it. So first of all, I talk about if children get to help with family decisions, even if the family doesn't agree with the decision, they're still learning things. They're still learning to communicate their ideas, and they're still going to grow their confidence. And now I've put the reason why it's a good idea for them to be a part of family decisions. So children feel safe with their parents. So by getting to give their opinions to their family, they learn how to give those opinions in a safe environment, and their confidence will grow so they can later on give their opinions in public with people they don't know. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Rio, how are you going with this? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm understanding what you say.
Very good. So when it comes to looking for evidence, the best place to start is by going to a search engine. So the best place to start is going to a search engine. So I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to type in my topic sentence. So should children have a say in family decisions? That's my first one because we were doing it earlier. So then I would examine the links that I get here. This one looks pretty good. ResearchGate. I'll have a look. Okay, so this looks like a little bit of an advanced paper to use right now. Let's have a look at the New Times. So now we would read through our evidence that we've got here. So we want to read through it and try and find information that supports our opinion. Okay, so right here, the paragraph that I'm going to focus on is this one, because it talks about the same, issues that I mentioned during my explanation. So if you notice, this is the important bit here. I've put this information way down the page. The reason being is that I don't want to use this in my argument. I want to rewrite it, because if I just take it and copy it word for word, that's called stealing, or that's called plagiarism. And you can get into a lot of trouble at school for plagiarism. So we always want to put things in our own words, but still give the credit. So let's check the website. According to the New Times website. So by giving credit for my evidence, I would write something like, according, like a double C, according to the New Times website. Actually, I'd say according to an article on the New Times website. So that's me giving credit for the evidence. So people know that I'm borrowing this information. So I would then go on to say, I'd then go on to write down the evidence. So neurological research shows that giving children a voice in family decisions is good for their self-esteem and their self-worth. The research also says that when children are allowed to speak out through their emotions, feelings, choices, and opinions, children learn that they are valuable members of the family and that they are important. So if we compare what I've written to the evidence that I've used, you'll see that it has the exact same information in it, but I've just worded it a little bit differently. So I'm not directly stealing the information because I've given the people that published it credit. So that is an important thing to thing to consider, that we always want to reword things and we want to give the original author credit for it. Now, our final part is our linking sentence. So our linking sentence is the sentence that we give that brings the entire argument we've just made back to the topic. So I would say something like, considering the evidence I have just mentioned, it is clear to me that children need the freedom to be involved in family decisions because it will help them to grow their confidence and to become grow their confidence and help them develop their communication skills. So we see there the process of how we develop a good teal paragraph. And so I've shown you that now. So your homework for next week, I'm going to put it in the Zalo group. And it's basically just going to be write a teal paragraph, do some research. All right, I've talked your ears off enough now, Rio. I'll let you go and get on with the rest of your day.
Me?
Yes.
So goodbye.
Goodbye, Rio. So Stella, we are done. Hopefully you learned a few more tips and tricks to keep writing those awesome paragraphs. And you too, Andrew. I'll see you guys.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.